one of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it.
Hello and welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is now over. It's time to play ball.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded just outside the goal line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Bringing him out is the pride of North Dakota State. Now in his 7th NFL season, Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes, he tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's got Shockey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, 5 receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Touchdown Broncos. Ezekiel Elliott from 10 yards out. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was all finished on the touchdown reception by Ezekiel Elliott. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A first down carry by Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, CeeDee Lamb. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would... to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did something with that.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. To throw is Wentz. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Wentz. He'll roll brought down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Jeremy Shockey, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Hunter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. This is taken at the 15. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick six. So dealing with his deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
That's down the field to Moss, complete.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Now back to throw. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room. Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback. First half in the books. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Maybe use a bathroom or anything. All right, cool. Let's go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3. And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. 2nd and 11. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down. A give to Elliott running left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success. Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught by Crabtree. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They'll start the drive with Elliott. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. On second down, Elliott once more. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I got to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Again, it's Elliott. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Room here to run. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
York now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. That time, a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. This is brought in by Casper. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for Ford. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Up the middle, here's Elliott. A solid stiff arm. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Wentz to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame